since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my...
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Trying to get it to Landry there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darius Geis. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three. Attack. Let's go.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Stafford. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45. Check what he got. What he got.
On first down, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Geis. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Third down, here's Geis. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Geis. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 15. Hero 15. 57 Mike. Delta. Watch the slack.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Waiting.
On first down, this is Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 18 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On the ground, it's Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 22!
Watch the run.
Hey, 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 hey.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford is going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Set, 180.
51 to Mike. Watch the pass.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Attack.
57.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes looking deep for Julio. He's got a man, complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mahomes now to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here we go.
Check. Lucky.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Check 52. Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You better be ready. Hey, 22. Kill.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Gets this one to Hill. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And it's caught. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Stafford. It's Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw is Stafford. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Saints get a bit closer. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 57. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Zoom. Hey, easy. 57's right.
In your face.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
No, check that. We want Mike 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
56, right there, 56.
Crunch time, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. They still can't get it. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Stafford. That one complete to Hill. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Easy.
They run it again with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Saints on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, 57, color,
57. Mike 57.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check 50.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
He's cracked.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And finding the tight end Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mahomes firing complete, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
57's the Mike.
15, yellow. Yeah. 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Joe. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
He goes, trap, 180. Hey, give me a radar.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert.
Hey, Delta.
Free there.
Nice 57's right.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10
We got work.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on second down, Mahomes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
57.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Orbit.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They've gone final now in Charlotte, and the Falcons sort of opening things up there. Throwing here, Stafford. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And he'll be out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left. Because
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.